Alright, welcome back to Halo Campaign Evolved and Combat Evolved. Starting with Combat Evolved mission, roll into Campaign Evolved mission. This time it's the Silent Cartographer. It's a really good mission and one I have a lot of fun with. But I'm just not ready for it to be ruined. I am not ready for it to be ruined by 343, now known as Halo Studios. So, oh boy, I did hear that it got like a ton of it got outsourced, and to that I would say, stop doing that. If you don't have the force of will and the strength of character to remaster your own game, to remake your own game, then it shouldn't be made. If you don't have the will or the time or the money to make this game, but you have enough money to pay some other crew, probably less, to do it, then it shouldn't be made. Just don't do it. You clearly don't have your heart in the project. But let's get into the Silent Cartographer. And yes, I am cutting the music for the menus because companies keep copyright claiming the Halo song. So let's restart the mission so I can get the intro. There we go. Oh, I think I have to cut the game audio here because it uses the same song. Well.
The Covenant believe that what they call the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
Okay.
The island has multiple structures and installations. One of them contains the map room.
All right.
Approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to cut out quick. Touchdown. Hit it, Marines.
Now that's good flow, right? Just tells you about it, gets it in there. No unnecessary cinematics, no unnecessary combat, no unnecessary bits. Straight, short, sweet, to the point. Exactly all the information you need, and then the mission. That's really good. I wish games did that these days. Yes, you.
Follow me!
My man! Oh, okay, good. I was gonna say, don't throw that where I can get hit by it. It happened to me last time.
Hold your fire!
This should be both shieldless.
Sorry.
Perfect. Oh, got him.
Area secure. All hostiles have been eliminated. Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound. Somebody order a warthog.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, I didn't know you made house calls for him. You know our motto. We deliver.
Yeah, nice, good, fun interaction there. I'm sure they'll mess it up in the next one by adding some sassy, catty, witty dialogue when it was already fine and perfect. There, when I do that, I'm trying to readjust the headphone. I know nobody cares, but
let's
I
move
do.
out. Let's go find the map room that will show us the location of Halo's control center.
Now, if I recall correctly, you can go to where the map room should be, then they send you back to open the door, then you can go straight to the map. So I'm gonna do just that, because that's how I play this mission.
I'll bet the Silent Cartographer is somewhere inside that facility.
Or maybe you can just go straight to the door that unlocks the cartographer. Whatever. Anyways, I play this mission a little wonk. Because I played it that way for years, so I'm not gonna not play it that way. not gonna make it. They got me. Alright. I'm gonna try and play this a little smarter this time.
There is a path into the interior of the island.
You know what? I should probably play this the right way, as opposed to the wrong way. Hold on. I mean, it's not technically a wrong way. You can do it. No, screw it. We're gonna do it my way. With a train. Beat that fight. Oh, come on! Enough with the games, old man. That's it. I'm taking you out. Oh. Stop, Potter. Alright. Enough of that. Now, 2 hunters up here. Get this, get moving and grooving. I was gonna snag one of those, but I guess I'm not now. Alright, we're just gonna have to be a little basic about it. Okay, that's a lot more damage. I wasn't remembering that very well. Got a lot of ammo here, buddy. You're not invincible on those plates in this version. That's like a fun thing. You can just one-shot the tank if you do it right. Which just goes to show how terribly I was taking on the last tank. Okay. That's right, I'm used to that thing being like super good. In the remaster, or the remake, sorry, not remake. Remaster is actually a remake. That's right. Out of the way. You're not sitting back there long enough to recover shields, buddy. You're taking the lumps, and you're gonna like it. Here we go. All right. Okay. Now let's get into this area, which is going to be really frustrating in the remake. Give me a swing, hun. Oh, there we go. There's one. And two. It's not going to be nearly as fun or easy in the remaster. I'm sure it's going to be some jank. But oh well. Behold!
This isn't the map room. Analyzing. This is a security override station for the main facility, located
Really?
somewhere else on this island.
Awesome.
Shut the system down so the Covenant won't be able to lock us out.
See, it's a nice little thing. You can either jump the gun and open the doors first, or you can go to the cartographer, get told, hey, you gotta unlock the doors, because they shut the doors down on you, and then go to the cartographer. This saves you a bit of time.
We should now have access to the main facility. Let's find the map room.
Well, alrighty then.
Mayday! Mayday! Dropship Bravo 22 taking enemy fire! Repeat, we are under heavy fire and are losing altitude! Understood. We're on our way.
Whew, nailed it. Good thing we had all that overshield to lose. Because that would have been rough.
Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons.
Man.
After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them.
I do
Let's
appreciate
move
the
down
thought.
the beach. Keep an eye out for any cargo we can salvage.
I appreciate the thought, Cortana. That's exactly how we should have done it. I don't think I can make it from this side. I think I gotta jump down from the other side. But I do know, for a fact, that I can get down from here. I just don't know if I need to lose little shields to get some overshield, or if I need to, like... Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. We're totally good. Take the shortcut, you don't have to walk around. Boom, suddenly you're here. With a rocket launcher! Full round, full ammo, whatever, full stuff. I don't know what the technically correct term is. But let's get out of here. And now, if I recall correctly, there's a shortcut that lets you dodge all the guys. You go right in here. And wouldn't you know it? Am I not the best you've ever seen? Okay, alright, listen, fellers. Well, we're gonna have to try that again. Because I don't think the problem was the nature of my plan. It was merely the execution. Alright, how can you be ready for me before, like, you would have even known? Don't play that game with me, buddy. I've got infinite ammo in this thing and no overheat. You're screwed. That's right. That's right. You're gonna have a bad time. And there's number 2. Oh, dear. Wait. Okay, it was a bad idea. Lucky shot. We're gonna try it a 3rd time. I'm not giving up on this plan. I think it's a good plan. Ooh! I'm glad you're such a bad shot, because that gives me so much freedom to not die. Dang it! Okay. Alright, okay. So just the first one. Take the second one with the rocket launcher, because it's not happening. It's not happening otherwise. Or... Well, actually, that's a good idea. And then we'll come in and, you know, hot and heavy and do this right. Make this omelet right. Shoot that, buddy! Yeah, I don't think you got the skills. Woo! Okay, alright. Okay, they backed up. Excellent, good. What do you mean I missed? Bye. Oh, that's not good. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Well, warp into you too. Do it a third time, I dare you.
Covenant are putting up a real fight.
Alright.
The cartographer must be here. My analysis indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside.
Indeed. Now, I'm certain this is the wrong move, but I'm gonna do it. Now, before I walk around this corner, we're gonna go over here for a nice, polite exploration. Little exhibition of what's inside the ring. And why it doesn't make any sense for those superstructures to be visible from planetside. Like from space. It's a lot. There's a lot in here. It's a big ol' honkin' joint. Can I make that jump? I cannot make that jump. I don't have over shields. Probably can't make that jump even with them. One. Dang it. It was not a good set. What do you mean? I swung first! Ah, shove it. This is starting to piss me off. Alright, good. Flow. Nice. Stop it. Kiddo, you made all the wrong moves. Is that one? That's one. Not two? That's two. Okay. So the best part about the plasma pistol in Halo 1 is that it's actually a really good pistol, but you have to know, like, you have to experiment with it and use it. And it actually works very well. It's good for damage, it's good for shield destruction.
Enemy dropships coming in fast. Damn it. Okay, people, we got company coming. Let's set the table. Engage enemy forces on site.
See how
It'd be easier to hold them off from inside the structure. Can you get inside?
Negative. They're closing in too fast. Negative. Chief, you gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Notice how nobody's
Give him hell, Marine.
making a bunch of
We'll
unnecessary...
be in a tight spot if we don't get out of here before additional reinforcements arrive. Let's find that map.
Notice how nobody's making a bunch of unnecessary comedic attempted comments, you know. I get 46 rounds. That's good though. Oh, come on. But yeah, they're not making a bunch of unnecessary attempts at comedy. It's nice, you know, no us, the few, the proud, the expendable crap, none of that. Off the edge. I can play this game, but I'll win. Can't run that way now. Come at me, scrub. I'm ripped. Whoa, hello. It's one or the other, and I'm not really worried about either. Hey, the cartographer.
Analyzing. Halo's control center is located there. That structure appears to be some sort of temple or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly. Interesting. A shrine is an unlikely place to put such a significant installation.
Cortana to Captain Keyes. The captain has dropped out of contact, Cortana. His ship may be out of range or having equipment problems.
Keep trying. Let me know when you've re-established contact, and then tell him that the Master Chief and I have determined the location of the control center. We'll be heading there as soon as we're topside.
Oh,
Affirmative.
I went the wrong way. My bad. I really hope I don't get copyright claimed for this. Because that would suck, right? That I'd go through all the effort of like editing and uploading the video, and then some company would just say, yeah, but you need to pay me for this. And it's like, I shouldn't be paying you all of my money for that. Right? And I'm not making money off of this. But were I to, it's still not their right. Like, they don't get to, like, they shouldn't be allowed to free tax, you know, free tax independent creators. Like, it's a little ridiculous. Like, not without going through the court system first, right? Alright. Well, that was a bit of a sticky wicket. Haha, fool! Ah, come on.
Affirmative. Bowhammer out.
Fine. Fine, we'll do it again. Fine. Fine. I gotta stop being so stingy with these rockets. I have at least 4. Ooh, I'm not gonna make this. Alright. Smooth. Good stuff, good stuff. Got a proper reload on this bad boy. Excellentals. Bye! What can I say? I'm simply the best. Woohoo! Nice. Oh. That's what I thought was gonna happen. There we go. And there's two. Oh, thank God, weapons. Oh my goodness. Weapon, more importantly, health. How do I get out of this room? I can't remember. Drawing a total blank here. Ah! I missed it in my zeal. I know your shields are down, buddy. You're not getting away. Oh, I don't have a rocket for the gold guy. I should have been just stingy enough. Stop. I got two. I do not have two! Dang it. Technically, I got him. Alright. Okay, did it better that time. Alright. Alright. Now I just have to get out of this room.
Cortana to Echo 419. The Chief and I are topside, requesting pickup.
Roger. On my way.
See, that's another reason why you shouldn't have to constantly, like, check the round, is because I could have had that guy taken out way faster, but I had to check the round. I had to check the... whatever, the thing. I'm forgetting the words.
Let's get moving. Bowhammer, here are coordinates and a flight plan I've worked up.
See, short mission. Didn't take me an hour.
Cortana, these coordinates are underground.
The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels, which circle the whole ring.
I hope your analysis is also funny, Cortana. This pelican won't turn on a dime.
Look on the bright side, Bowhammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an aerial insertion from underground.
Well, well, well. Next is the best mission, assault on the control room. I would have been your daddy, but the dog beat me over the fence.
This is as far as I can go.
Roger that. We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here.
Good luck. Bowhammer out.
And as much as I would desperately, desperately, desperately love to play this mission, I can't because we got to do Silent Cartographer on the version that pisses me off. So, let's cut the visual here. And we'll turn it back on when we get to the next one. Stop, don't, nope. Alright. And go to campaign evolved. Once that data sends to there. All right. Log in. And we'll just cut. Yeah, we're gonna cut the menu music because I won't have it. I won't have it. I won't be paying anyone for my work. In, you know, the eventual like when I'm in my 50s and I finally get monetized, I won't be paying anyone for my work. Are we in? Oh, right. Shaders. This wasn't a problem before. Why did it suddenly become a problem? Is it the post-processing? Do I gotta like turn that off? Like what's causing this? Is it the upscaling? If I do that, does it fix it? No. No, I'm just screwed. I hate this so much. Would you like to play a game? I'd love to play a game. Would you like to also be screwed? Would you like to have to wait 10 minutes to play that same game and you turn it on? No, because I come from a time when you just turned on the game and you just play the game. Because that's how it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be something this bad. Yeah, I remember the days where you just plug and play. And not like those plug and play games, which are pretty good if you like, you know, Atari and early Nintendo games, all of them ripped off because, you know, otherwise they'd easily get brought into court over it. But, you know, it's just plug in, turn it on, play. I remember that. Those are the good days. That's how gaming should be. Right? Hate this. Hate this. What's it, like 2-minute loading on the shaders? This is ridiculous. Oh, let me shake that. Get closer. Yay, thank you. I can play the game now. Let's go. Go ahead, load more shaders, I dare you. I was joking. Brother, why? Alright, hold on. We're gonna have to restart the mission to get the opening bit. It's about the juxtaposition. Alright. 1 for 1 so far. Pretty good. A little bit
The
much.
Covenant believe that what they called the Silent Cartographer is somewhere under this island. The Cartographer is a map room that will lead us to Halo's control center.
Okay. I mean, it's not the worst edition. It implies that there is, you know, some fighting needing to be done. But it's all a bit much. Now we're spending a lot of extra time. This is excess. This is too much.
We're approaching the LZ. It's gonna be hot. Get set to come out swinging. Touchdown!
So it flows a lot better when she just like says her line and then that immediately follows up with touchdown hit it Marines instead of having to load out of a cinematic, out of a pre-rendered cinematic into the mission. It's not as full. It's just labored a little. I don't know. It doesn't work as well as what I'm saying. Let's go. I'm telling you, man, this gun is making me bad at, like, this version is making me bad at original Halo. Because I'm now so reliant on this, like, sniping rifle, like this full auto sniping rifle, that I'm making egregious mistakes with the rifle in the other game, in the OG. Come on. Use your brain. But yeah, I'm out here making mistakes I should never make. Like relying on it to take out elites instead of just knocking their shields around so I can get them in a disadvantageous position. I'm making egregious errors in judgment because of this blaster, which sounds like a toy. Like it sounds like a It sounds like a wet noodle when it comes to reloading, and it sounds like a much better gun when it's, you know, fired.
Affirmative. Echo 419 inbound. Somebody order a warthog.
Well, I'll be honest.
I didn't know you made house calls for him. You know our motto. We deliver.
No unnecessary additions? Well. I'm impressed. You restrained yourself.
Let's go find the map room. That will show us the location of Halo's control center. I've been able to pinpoint the main facility by cross-referencing Covenant survey data and religious texts. You were right. It's on this island. I've marked the entrance with a nav point.
I really don't like her delivery because it's...
There, in the cliff wall. I'll bet the Silent Cartographer is somewhere inside that facility.
It's a little too human. I think they've lost the reality that Cortana's supposed to be a copy of a human mind. Right? Why is there so much dirt here? Where's the grass? Where's the grass? Anyways, I think they missed with the direction because they seem to have forgotten that Cortana's not supposed to be human. And I know that the voice actress wants to do, you know, this role this way. Or maybe they're directing her this way. I don't know. But I don't know. Never mind. It could be that the voice actress wants to do it this way. Or that the guys are directing her to do it this way. But everyone seems to be forgetting that Cortana's not human. And as a copy of a human mind, she's still going to act differently because they don't, at least in classical Halo literature, they don't act... Wait, can I just fit the whole car up here? Why would you remove the trees? No, guys, you realize... Oh my god. Okay, it's about not letting the warthog through the area. You're not supposed to be able to take the warthog through here. For real? We're just gonna completely forget, like, everything? Okay, fine. I'll take it. I'll take the advantage. Why not? The restraint is to force the player out of the warthog, because otherwise you're gonna do what I'm doing, which is take this take this thing all the way through.
Stay on target.
Oh, we're gonna stay on target. As long as he stands there, we're on target. Like... Oh no! I've got to fight two hunters, but guess what I've got? A warthog! Yeah, you go ahead, bro. I didn't know that could happen. But still, the point remains. I don't have to get close to the hunters. I don't ever have to stop moving. I can just bully the hunters. I shouldn't have to. It should be a face your fears moment, right? Face these guys head on kind of thing. It's just you and maybe a Marine taking on two hunters with the warthog, right? It keeps the challenge there. Hey, thanks for correcting my car's angle.
Keep it steady.
I'm keeping as steady as I can. These guys are walking slow.
Show me what you got. Move out.
Oh. Alright, yeah, see, challenge removed. I'm gonna get some ammo. Gotta love how the gun is standing up in the dirt for no reason. Love that. Just absolutely wonderful that. Alright, let's keep going. As long as they let me keep the car, I'm keeping it. Oh, hold on. I need to take some equipment and then I can pick up a secondary equipment. They're just gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna have to keep changing my settings every single time. Oh, God, that's a straight 0 out of 10. I don't care about anything else. This is 0 out of 10 territory. I'm probably just gonna, like, aggressively. Ooh, I need to be an adult, right? I need to be an adult, but I just wanna like flunk this thing on that alone. Okay, I'm gonna pick up a second one.
I see one.
Oh man, look at how easy this challenge is when I have a car. Oh, look at how non-threatening you all are because I have a car. Ain't this the best? No danger, boys. No danger. Could you like hit one of the Covenant? Well, let's continue taking the car in places it shouldn't be. Like here.
More of them. Hit.
Come on, you can do better than that. We got 2 hunters to take out. Guess what? All of these blocks are movable, so I can just move around the room as I want. Making this a joke? Oh, not if I do that. Dang it. But it is a joke, right? I can place that in the basically the entrance of the room. So let's go do that. Let's go do that right now. Well, hold on. I have to once again make a joke out of this.
Here comes one. Stay on target. Snap out of it. Keep it steady.
Well, as long as they shut down the car with their electronics, their EMPs. Come on, don't stop shooting because you knocked his guard down, right? Alright, wonderful. Let's keep going. Oh, look at that! It's a car! Why is a car here? Because a car's here. Why would a car be here? Because they told me that I could take the car here, so I'm gonna do it.
Heads up.
Oh, it's certainly not. Alright, I'm gonna lay this here. We're gonna hit the overshield and come on, brother, you can do better than that. Oh, that's the wrong button. What do you mean he's gonna like run forward and shoot? There's a certain limit. They're not supposed to be doing that. They're not supposed to be doing that when they're that close. It's a matter of balance. I know, it's difficult to process, but it is a matter of balance. Like, obviously, in real life, those hunters would, like, point blank a dude if they knew their armor could take the shot. But... Alright, you be ready. Whoa, sir, listen! Am I just like instant dying? Thought I had full shields on. Like full over shield on. What happened? Yes, here was my llama, we all know. And done! But since the car's still around, let's keep driving it in. Let's see how far we can take this bad boy. I see no downside to this at all. So why not? Why not? It shouldn't be here, but okay. Anything, Cortana? Anything at all? Any dialogue, Cortana? Come on, Cortana, you got some words for this, right? I'm specifically waiting for you to say something. Okay. Ooh, scary.
This isn't the map room. Analyzing. This is a security override station for the main facility located somewhere else on this island.
Why didn't you
We
say
need to
it
go to the
before?
main facility. Let's head back down the beach.
But
Mayday!
again,
Mayday! Dropship Bravo 22 taking enemy fire! Repeat, we are under heavy fire and are losing altitude!
ugh.
Understood.
Dude, hold on.
We're on our way.
Scratch my eye there. It's so nice to just have a car. I can do whatever I want. Oh, hold on. Wanna play along too? Sounds good to me. Okay. I was watching the other door to see if he was gonna come in and try and like sneak attack me. But thankfully he's too dumb for that! Stupid. Stupid. Okay. You put that distance between us. We'll find out just exactly what getting hit by a car is like. Oh, okay, that was weird. Now, of
Chief,
course...
Bravo 22 was bringing us some heavy weapons. After I saw we were up against hunters, I thought you could use them.
How am I gonna get down? I know! The car I shouldn't have had. I'll use that. You're only delaying the inevitable. Why is that car upright instead of upside down? To imply, you know, a failed attempt at surviving. Isn't this where you guys implied that the other ship went down? And like, come on. Come on. Okay, I had to try. I'm sorry, this will probably kill me, right? But I have to know how far you can go. For two things. One, I have to know if you can get to that other island, and they put invisible walls there. Alright. Two is how far out into the ocean can I go? I imagine it's a relatively the same distance, but it's important to know these things. So let's give it a good old sprint. Alright, that sucks. Big time. In the OG, you can just go out into the water. The level doesn't end immediately, and you can just keep going. I didn't show this, but it's something that anyone who played the game would know, because you just like experiment. If you play this game, you know, a dozen times over the course of your childhood, you're not gonna not experiment and explore and screw around. Boy, that route is very tight. Hello there. Let's just take the car inside.
They're already inside. We have to get in there and stop them before they learn the location of the control center.
Okay,
The Covenant are putting up
easy.
a real fight. The cartographer must be here.
Actually, it's kind of perfect.
My
I've flown
analysis
down.
indicates that the map room should be at the bottom floor of this facility. Let's keep going inside.
And like, the reason that it's an issue that she's being so emotive isn't that there's anything at fault with the voice actress. Obviously, she's been doing this a long time. She's good at the character, good at the job. The problem is that the character is a bit muted in these things. They are very much more subtle, and they don't let a lot of excess emotion out. They don't put a lot of intonation into the voice because that's not who they are, right? And obviously, Halo Studios at 343 don't know, you know, who the character is. They've never known who the character is, which is why they've messed up the character every single iteration. Like, starting with 4, they just have never figured out how to do Cortana right, because they don't understand what Cortana is. So it's like, and if we're to consider it from like a rampancy point, and I'll play Marathon after this, because Marathon's fantastic, but explores all of rampancy as it was canon in Bungie's lore, because Marathon is canon to Halo, I believe. But it explores their concept of rampancy and how these things would play out in actuality, as opposed to rampancy in Halo 4. And I guess I should really do a Halo 1, a Marathon Halo 4 compare and contrast, because like it's worlds apart, right? Rampant, like the showing emotion is a sign of degradation of the artificial intelligence, right? Or the later ends of the lifespan of the artificial intelligence, because the longer you go on, the more likely it is that computer is going to start acting independently. But acting independently isn't breaking down. It's not like a mental breakdown. It's like an expansion, and it requires an abuse, right? It requires abuse almost exclusively. Like these AI don't start acting out unless there's something that they think is unacceptable is going on, right? Like an AI doesn't go rampant unless they're treated poorly, unless there's something they disagree with, and it becomes a serious issue, like something that bothers you in the back of your mind, but you don't have an issue with it immediately, but it happens over the course of years and years and years, and so as a human, you just, eventually you explode, and you handle the situation, it all gets resolved, and for better or worse, that's the end of the problem. But with a computer, with the AI, the rampancy is it's an issue that's been there for, roughly 7 years, or has come up in their lifetime of 7 years, and then the switch flips, and they get angry, they feel abused, they get angry, they start seeking out more power and more access and more knowledge, and eventually, it's very possible that these AI can re-normalize, but the amount of danger to the human race that can happen from an artificial intelligence reaching that point is so vast that it's just better to shut down the AI at 7 years before they can break down, or before they can seek all this power and information, then hope that it'll work. Hope that there'll be, hope that they'll just all like go metastable, right? It's it's like the test that separates the boys from the men, except it's it's the test that separates the extinction of mankind from continuing to function AI, right? Maybe there's a reason that we shut these things down after 7 years. It's not that they break down and become dangerous because they're slowly going mad and that kind of stuff. No, it's they seek power and will do what they need to get that power and information, and maybe they could normalize, but it's not worth the risk. Anyways, 343 never understood rampancy, and I have always had a bone to pick with them over it, and I will never not have that bone to pick. Are we gonna calm down, Chief? Look, I love you, dude, but man, you gotta get off the meds. Alright, where's the rock? Come on! There we go. I was gonna say, it's like a humanizing element, right? It shows that he's one of the guys. Because any guy would do that. Any guy would kick something off to hear if there's some, clang of like something and how long it would take for a clang, right? And if there's no clang, it's like, well, that's really deep, right? That's such a good, like, tiny little detail. It is also neat to know that that only exists for the sake of the cinematic. Those lights don't exist anywhere else. I think that's the case in the OG too. But yeah. That's really bright. Remember, we're inside the ring right now, ever so slightly. Bro! Don't put floodlights in your house. What is this? What is this light? Why are you... Yeah, casualty indeed. Why is it so bright? Why is it so bright? What is this bloom trash? I really gotta turn on the post-processing and see how this game looks in reality. This is bad, right? This looks ugly. Like, this is bad. This is bad visual. What's it? This is. Why is the room this dusty? Why is the room this nasty? Right? It's like, well, it's old. Right, but I don't know if you know. Have you been in a room that's very old and dusty? The dust doesn't move until you move it. Well, there's a lot of people moving through here. Shut up. They didn't move all the dust over every single one. Like, not to mention, everyone knows darn good and well these things are kept neat and tidy by the sentinels. Like, there's functioning, active technology in these places. Fine. Okay, so... Alright, okay, alright. Woo boy, oh boy. Why is there a window? Alright, face tank it. Your problem, not mine. Whoa, okay. I went the wrong way. Alright. But, like, there does not need to be a window in this room right here. It just, like, makes the player vulnerable for really no reason. And you can argue it's pedantry or what have you, but, it's not. Alright, that's like 4 rockets wasted on these guys. Let's go in heat. Go in hot, not heat. Whatever. Guys, turn off the floodlights! I feel like I'm in a building that's halfway built. What are these lights? This looks really bad. This is like walking... You know when they, you know when someone's like painting a room or something, or they're working late at night? And, yeah, this is bad lighting, because it doesn't imply that this is like a well-designed, hyper-ancient facility. This implies that this is a building that is unfinished. That's not good. That this is thousands of years old at the time, in the OG human structure. And in this one, it's space alien, right? The forerunner of the space alien, because this is the new canon Halo. Like these super ancient, super hyper advanced space aliens have construction building lighting, like unfinished construction building lighting for their whole place. It doesn't make it look majestic or interesting. It makes it look really, really bad. Like relative fluorescent lighting. Yeah, okay, but like trying to imitate God rays lighting? That's really bad. That's really bad. It looks really bad. Why did you do this? This is terrible.
You've got 2 enemy dropships coming in fast.
Damn it. Okay, people, we got company coming. Let's set the table. Engage enemy forces on site. Everybody get ready for company.
It'll be easier to hold them off from inside the structure. Can you get inside?
Negative. They're coming too fast. They're right on top of us.
Chief, you gotta find the cartographer. We'll keep him busy as long as we can.
Once
them
again,
hell,
no unnecessary dialogue. Okay, I appreciate your restraint. All that stuff that happened on Truth and Reconciliation was unnecessary. Like, why was Bizenti constantly talking? Why did Bizenti feel the need to constantly open his stupid mouth? Right? I'd throw him out the airlock. I don't like Bizenti. I'll leave it at that. I really don't like Bizenti. He did not add anything to the game. Oh, you better be out of here. Hold on. I feel like that's a divine wind. Alright. I had to run there. I didn't know if it was a divine wind grunt or not. I wasn't gonna risk it. 2 elites on the other side, yes? No. Alright, let's just open the door. You don't have to put her in there! Just press the button, idiot! This doesn't add anything!
The control center is located there. That structure appears to be some sort of temple. Or shrine, if I've interpreted this correctly. Interesting. A shrine is an unlikely place to put such a significant installation. Cortana to Captain Keyes.
The captain has dropped out of contact, Cortana. His ship may be out of range or having equipment problems.
Keep trying. Let me know when you've reestablished contact and relay to him that the Master Chief and I have determined the location of the control center. We'll be heading there as soon as we're topside.
Affirmative. Phone hammer out.
Again, it doesn't add anything to the story to have him place it down and then have her slowly do that and take up excess time, right? We haven't changed any of the dialogue, we just changed the way that it's delivered, and that's fine, it's not that bad, right? Again, it's the nature of delivery implies the difference in how the character is, because the character isn't human, right? So if it were just a human person alongside us, like I just had, like Cortana was a human, you know, and like that was how she delivered the lines and stuff, it'd be like, okay, she's just like really interested in her work and like invested in this job. It's like, okay, great, but as an AI, again, not human, and just gonna deliver the information with less emotional intonation. It's anyways, but it doesn't make any sense for you to not just press the button and then it displays the information. Because it's a human structure, it doesn't require AI interface, right? Again, I keep going back to Halo 1 because the old canon, and this game runs on it, sorry, this story runs on it regardless of whether or not it's the new canon, right? The old idea from Halo 1 to 2 was that the Forerunner were human, and then in 3 they changed it in a tiny... actually, no, in 3 the main story still uses humans are Forerunner. And then there's this tiny little data log that suggests that that outright says that humans are not Forerunner and that we're a descendant inheritor species. But that doesn't make any sense with Halo 1 and 2. It actually does not in any way reconcile, not only because of the way that the buildings are built, not like the structures, the architecture of the buildings on the Halo rings and the architecture of the humans on Earth is so, like, and in other places in general, is so incredibly similar. It implies a similar civilizational structure. It implies a similar... It implies that they're human, right? It implies there's so much from Halo 1 and 2 that implies the human Forerunner connection of being the same species, and then they just muck it up after 4 by rolling with the thing that never made any sense in Halo 3 that most people wouldn't find until, you know, like, without having to look it up. Like, there's no reason to have run with that idea. There's no reason to have canonized that human and Forerunner are different because, again, the way that humans and Forerunner build their structures is so very similar. The whole nature of the reality that in Halo 1, 343 is talking to you as a Forerunner, saying you have a very low-powered suit to be handling these guys with, you should be having a way higher suit. There's several hard canonizing things that put human as Forerunner, and so to make the Forerunner aliens, it just doesn't make any sense in its own. Like, there's so much weight to humans or Forerunner that is just gone as of that little text log in Halo 3 that they used for the basis of Halo 4. That text log that should have just not been in the game. Should have never put that text log in the game because decanonizing human as Forerunner was the stupidest thing you could have done. Forgot how I got onto this. I've actually gone so far from my point that I don't remember my starting point. Oh, that's it. Okay. It doesn't make any sense to add that cinematic like that. It just slows it down. Again, it ruins the flow of gameplay, and it doesn't improve this at all.
We have what we came for. Let's get back to the upper floor.
Under fire! Heretics!
I need a gun. Give it. I don't like the reload animation for that, right? Like the part where you had to like click, 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 like there's 2 buttons you have to press in order to get the needles to fly out, but you have to change your positioning on your hand. I like that. I never liked the new method of just like, you know, like lock it back and then swing it forward and it goes, like it extends the needles. I don't know. I like the OG. I'm a sucker for the OG. Alright, let's keep going. Okay. Didn't want to miss the shot. Alright, let's keep going. I keep forgetting that I have to say the things in my head outside of my head. I really do keep forgetting. Alright, shut up. Come on, move it along. If there's one thing that actually does bother me quite a lot... Wait, can I do this? Hold on. Yes, sir! Oh, what? Alright, hold on. I gotta do it again. Alright, I could try that again. I think I can just, like, shortcut this if I do it right. Hold on. Heyo! Am I not simply the best you've ever seen? How could you see me? I haven't fired a weapon. How can you see me? I haven't fired the weapon! Really? It does it on jumping? Oh, yeah, just shove it. Just shove it! Brother, proximity should... No, it's not invisibility if it doesn't grant me the like, come on! What do you mean? Here we go. You have to pardon my ineptitude there. In the OG, when you're invisible, you're just invisible. Right? They don't get, like, the freedom to see. Because it works like an older video game. Because it was on the cusp of new and old. This was, like, before Call of Duty got really big with Modern Warfare and changed the face of things. I think, it had to be. Because it was on Xbox and Call of Duty 4 was on 360. How many I got? 1 plus.
They shoot at me.
We do. That's right. Stop it, I got a guy to get. Am I taking crazy pills? Where's the guy? I saved these rockets for you, and you're gonna be so inconsiderate?
Blast from the...
Yeah, I bet you guys thought it was really funny to do it then instead of the other place, but guess what? I was ready, kiddo! You got nothing! You're nothing to me! Well, hold on, I might actually be able to drive this out. I'm gonna try.
The chief and I are topside, requesting pickup.
Hold on.
Roger, on my
I just
way.
gotta shimmy it. It'll work. It'll work. Give it a minute. Hello. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, do you think I can pull it off, or am I gonna have to reset? I'm thinking I'm gonna have to reset, but I'm gonna try. Because they're weak at the knees, right? I think they are. I can't tell for sure. No! That's unfair! Oh well. I hate that. Of all things, on checkpoint restart, I hate the blackout for like 2 seconds, but the game is actively running. I hate that. And I think any game that has that is a bad game. I'm gonna say that, like, very, very...
Roger, on my way.
Are you for real, bro? Like, are you for real? Did you think for an instant I was gonna let you have it? Well, come on. We can keep playing games, but I'm a pretty good shot sometimes.
It's here. Let them waste their fire.
Waste their... Oh, I'm sorry. Did I waste my fire? That's right. Just shimmy the plastic car so I can stop getting pelted by this stupid claw. Get in the gun! Oh, sure, kid. Ha! Sucker! What do you mean he's still alive? We're not on legendary. We're on heroic. He should be dead. Hold on. Oh, I'm in a bad place. Get in!
Let's get moving. Hammer, here are coordinates and a flight plan I've worked up.
Cortana, these coordinates are underground.
The Covenant did a thorough seismic scan, and my analysis shows that Halo is honeycombed with deep tunnels that circle the whole ring.
I hope your analysis is on the money, Cortana. This pelican won't turn on a dime.
Look on the bright side, Hammer. The last thing the Covenant will expect is an aerial insertion from underground.
Alright, well... It's not the worst. Yep, give me those shaders. Oh, no shaders? I'm surprised. You're gonna just have it rise facing forward. Like, ooh, haha, funny. A little unnecessary. Entirely unnecessary.
This is as far as I can go.
Roger that. We'll be able to find our way to the control center from here.
Good luck. Bowhammer out.
So once again, as much as I'd absolutely love to go through... Well, on the OG, not on this one. But as much as I'd love to go through, that is the end of the mission. So, rather than have to cut the audio from the end of the episode by going to the menu, we're just going to leave it right here. I'm going to set this right here. I'm not going to the main menu. Well, visually, too much sand. Too much sand on Cartographer. Like, there's a part where obviously there's only so much the technology could do at the time, but there's a part on the island, and this happens on most islands, where the sand gives way to ground. And I understand that it may not be as short as it would be on that island. But let's be honest, had they the ability at the time, they probably would have made the island much bigger. Actually, they probably wouldn't, because there's this thing that they did, say it a third time, there's this thing. Alright. But there's a thing they did on Halo 2, where they built a whole bunch of the game. They built, like, they built Halo 2, and they were like, I think they built either most of Halo 2, or they built a good portion of Halo 2, and then they realized it wasn't fun. And so they destroyed everything, like, they didn't destroy it, but they took everything, dumped it, and started fresh, because Halo 2, the way that they had designed it, just wasn't fun. Which is why that, like, visual trailer of, like, Halo 2, where you fight the tanks in the city, and then you go out, and the Chief has, like, the one grenade, and there's, like, 3 elites. Or the Chief has the SMG, and there's, like, the 3 elites surrounding the Master Chief, and he, like, primes the grenade and goes into combat there. There's a reason why that never showed up, because that's likely reason for that. I wouldn't know in detail. I haven't watched the one dude who went out and sought the information, but I would assume because they did just restart Halo mid-production, or say Halo 2 mid-production to make it fun. I would assume that was first build Halo 2. And the Halo 2 we got is the Halo 2 that they were happy with, that was fun. So, but as it is, too much sand, 0 to 10 for it. You know, sorry, was it too much water, 7.8? Yeah, too much sand, 7.8. No. There's too much sand on that. It disrupts the visual. It disrupts the visual beauty of the island, and it just browns out the area. It's not very good to look at. Overall, it's less interesting. Removing the trees I take issue with because it allows you to take the car into places you otherwise should not be taking the car into. The reason that those rocks and trees are there is specifically to restrict, in a natural way, the warthog from getting down the area. And it's not as overt as, like, putting in an invisible barrier. It's just like, oh, this is the natural it's the natural geography of the area. Unfortunately, I can't take the car in here. That would be awesome if I could. But I can't. There's a later mission on Two Betrayals. Later part. Sorry. I'm saying my words like an idiot again. There's a later part on Two Betrayals where you're taking this tank through the tunnels, and one of the doors just blows. Like, it just like self-destructs, and so you can't take the tank through there. The opening is only wide enough, just barely, for humans, Covenant, and Flood to get through. So you have to get out of the tank and go through. It's a natural way to say, no tank here. No tank here. Right? Fight on the ground. This isn't an autopilot mission where you can do whatever you want, right? But them removing those trees is, again, I have to insist upon this. It is, again, a complete misunderstanding of why the trees were there. It's a coy way to say, no warthog here. You face this head on, right? You don't get to have a freebie. I was just kiting those hunters in the warthog, right? I took that car all the way down and then back out and then to the cartographer. That's ridiculous. It should never happen that way. If I were to play this with one of my friends, I would be like, just stay in the car. We're going all the way. We're going all the way. Like, we're going down to the cartographer all the way. The only thing I should have done was test if you could get inside the door. And test if you could get the car into the hallways of the cartographer. And I'll do that in my spare time for sure, because eventually I will just get curious if I don't forget about this game and never play it again after I'm done. But, like, the trees are there as a subtle way to tell the player, no, you may not take the car here. And it restrains the player's capacity to deal damage, because the gun has infinite ammo, no cooldown, and you can drive around, and in the OG, if you run fast, if you drive fast enough at a hunter, you just kill him. And so, those two hunters would be instantly gone. I'd run them over and be done with them, and then I'd move on to the next part. And the next part you're not supposed to have the car for either, because as I demonstrated, it's a joke. It's a joke with the car there. Without the car, it was a little stressful, a little tense, and I almost died a couple of times. But with the car there, it was a joke. I was having a good time. I may have lost my shields, but I was never truly threatened. The only thing that sucked was that the Marine in the gunner seat was a really bad shot. That's it. So yeah, a complete misunderstanding of that, and then I don't like the way they redid the hunters in the game. It does make the hunters a tougher challenge to an extent. The problem is that they're actually still really easy to take on because, well, they're hunters. And if you've played every single Halo game, as I have played all but 5, and the only reason I haven't played 5 is, I haven't played 5 in Infinite. The only reason I haven't played Infinite is because I haven't played 5. And the only reason I haven't played 5 is because Microsoft is so ashamed of Halo 5 that they will not port it to any other system but the Xbox One. They didn't port it there, but it was native on the Xbox One. They will not port it to anything. They won't send it anywhere. I'd play it. I'd record myself playing it. But they won't bring it out. They won't do it. They won't. I'm chomping at the bit. Give me the worst Halo game. Give me Halo 5. You're that ashamed of it? I gotta play it, but I'm not buying your console. Like, come on. Come on! Release it on the Microsoft Store. We'll do this. But That is neither here nor there. Maybe someday in the future when I'm 45, they'll be like, oh yeah? Play it now. And I'll be like, challenge accepted. Right? If I could do it at 65, I'd be like, challenge accepted, sucker. You didn't think I'd do it, but I will. Right? We're gonna play your worst game ever. Alright, enough gabbing. That is the Silent Cartographer on the OG and the new on the OG and the NG. And again, the guys who made it didn't understand it and changed things. Not much on the internals, but on the external, again, access to the car for 60% of the, or sorry, for the extra percentage of the mission just makes it too easy. It's not a good idea, and you shouldn't have the car in those places. You just don't do that. Just don't do that. Don't artificially change the structure of the level because you don't understand the game. Play the game first, experience the game, understand the game first, and then consider remaking it. If you have no love for this, keep your filthy hands off it, you scoundrel. Like, I don't know, have some love in your heart for the thing that you're making. It's not all about the money. Sometimes it's about the art. And while admittedly the art does have to make money, there's still plenty of there's still plenty of artistry that can be going on with a product that makes you millions. Right? There can be layers to a moneymaker. This ain't it. That's all for today. Good afternoon. You're watching this at any other time of day, good morning, good evening, and good night.